On October 11th, 2023, in the Middle East and around the world, many feel a sense of anxiety over what will happen next in the ongoing war between Israel and Hamas. The war began on October 7th, 2023, with a combined land, air, and sea assault on Israeli territory by Hamas rockets and militants from the Palestinian-controlled Gaza Strip. The invading Palestinian terrorists attacked Israeli soldiers and civilians, massacring perhaps over 1,000 victims, wounding thousands more, and abducting perhaps hundreds in horrifying scenes of atrocities shared across various social media platforms. Unsurprisingly, other corrupt hate groups even outside of the Middle East have expressed support for these barbaric acts committed by Hamas, while leaders of some of the most powerful countries in Europe and North America have condemned Hamas's horrific crimes against humanity. As for Israel, the country quickly pushed back Hamas's incursion and began retaliatory airstrikes in Gaza with smaller skirmishes with other militant groups elsewhere on Israel's borders with Lebanon, Syria, and the West Bank. It is expected that Israel will soon launch a major ground offensive into Gaza to eliminate Hamas's ability to strike at Israel again. However, with Israel focusing its efforts on Gaza, concerns have been raised that Hezbollah will strike Israel even harder than Hamas did from Hezbollah's bases in Lebanon. As Israel faces a potential multi-front war that could spill over into Lebanon and Syria, Iran may seize the opportunity to directly support the attacks on Israel, opening up a wider Middle Eastern conflict, potentially drawing in the United States of America, US, and other countries while taking away from the US's ability to provide the same level of support for Ukraine's ongoing resistance to Russia's invasion that the US and its allies have been providing to Ukraine thus far. If the U.S. is busy simultaneously trying to support both Ukraine and Israel, further fears are that China may see an opportunity to finally attempt an invasion of Taiwan. As belligerents on any side of these ongoing or hypothetical conflicts get desperate, it is frightening to think how far things can go. Hopefully, cool and rational thinking heads will prevail in preventing an escalation into a global conflict. Unfortunately, though, we have the past precedent from World War I, for example, of how a seemingly small, localized conflict can escalate into something much larger. So too do we have the example from World War II of how conflicts in different regions many miles apart can merge into an unprecedented global conflagration. Will such a nightmare scenario happen again now? As a question for my students and subscribers, if such a nightmare scenario were to play out with 3 massive wars happening simultaneously, how long do you think these wars would last? Who would ultimately prevail? Under what circumstances might nuclear weapons be used? Please let us know in the comments section below this video. If you like this video and would like to receive notification of new videos, please feel welcome to subscribe to History and Headlines and become one of our patrons. Your viewership is much appreciated. Finally, I wish for peace in our world and for all of you watching your friends and family to be safe.